yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I think this works. Working? Working. What's today? 30th? It's been a while. Try to get this microphone figured out. I only got one. We had a couple left. I don't know who's here. Well, you guys watch this later, so we'll do it that way. Hope you're having a good holiday. Hope you're getting out and flying. Hope you saw my message for the contest. And then today I want to give away stuff, but you know the golden rule. Gotta have double digits, otherwise don't give shit away. It's not worth the time, not worth the product. It's good stuff. Got fast straps. Working on quads today, believe it or not. Flying these things again. Kind of, sort of. I don't know. But either way, I got one. It's a Wasp by Woodchuck. It's a 6-inch. Sitting on the bench. I got to replace the motor. Psh, shocking, I know, right? So we do that. Then, yeah, see what happens. Chit chat along the way. What's up, Jesse? Good to see you. And hey, there's Jackie. I'll be on your show. What, Sunday, right? So if you don't know, I'm going to be on I guess it's English, right? You guys are in England. I don't want to piss anybody off because I know you guys get all kind of itchy about that. So it's over the water, over the pond. So I'm going to be on that show. I'll send the link out. Hold on, I got to open this other door. All right. Sorry about that. There we go. You hear my music, right? Copyright slam time. Your video has been blocked from all the countries. I get that from time to time. It's not a copyright strike, but hey, just can't watch the video no more. So welcome everybody. Again, hope you're having a good holiday. I'm just sitting here doing some shop work or drone work. Today, believe it or not, is quads. So, like I said, I got that Woodchuck 6-inch, which is Kevin Seeley. You can find him on Facebook. And I think it's Keven, if you want to look him up. But it's Woodchuck FPV. So be sure to go check him out. His frames are awesome. Good stuff. I hope you can hear that applause. Crank it up. Nope. It's this one. There you go. Either way, I've been watching this frame fly around for, I don't know, about 6-7 months. And ever since I've seen these frames, I've actually really liked them. So I said, well, if I ever want to get back into quads and dabble, I don't mean jump back in like I used to years ago. I want to get one of these. And so there it is. Thank you, Kevin. And he printed out my colors, orange and blue. If you didn't know anything about me, I'm from Colorado, and I love my donkeys, which are the Denver Broncos. So kind of weird about that. But he put it all in that color, TPU mount for the GoPro, the skids for the arms, mounting on the back, and then gave the frame to Rue. And then Rue was super kind, and he gifted me all the electronics. Gave me all the electronics for it, minus the camera VTX, but all the other stuff, the ESC, the stack, the motors. And then he gave me a spare one last night. So, oh yes, super. I knew my volumes. I knew my levels were off. I just knew it. Tell. Oh yes. Yeah, that's so good on the tympanic membranes. Thank you, crowd. All right. Anyways, I'll try to keep moving along. Anyways, so that's a woodchuck frame, 6-inch. And yeah, we went flying last night. I said to Rue, I'm like, I'm gonna take it easy in this parking deck because it started to rain. We were flying around doing some chase footage for another video we're trying to get done. And then rain came, and we're like, crap. So, well, we're like, got the mini quad, so we can go ahead and go. Let's go over there. Went over there, and we started, cruising around and whatnot. And then, of course, even when I say every time we even said it in the parking lot, we always say we're going to take it slow and take it easy. And then 2 packs in, we're going full tilt, which is the same thing last night. We're going hauling ass, going deck. We're going up the staircase down. I turned it into like a race course. You know the thing about my past. What I used to do, I used to race these things back in the very, very, very beginning. It wasn't bad. It was pretty decent. Went to a lot of events. Anyways, so I started naturally wanting to race again. And we just kind of made a track. Nice little simple one, but it had, in the parking deck, it has guide wires right between the columns for where they don't want you to drive your dumb ass off the side where it starts to angle up, right? And I got in the moment and wasn't thinking, and I kept going over where in my video, my analog, I can't see the guide wires. I just have to remember where they are. And I, for whatever reason, kept thinking this one spot was guide wire free. It wasn't. Eventually, I just got lower and lower. I was really cutting and shaving. I don't know how I didn't hit the previous 6 times I went over it. But eventually, I caught it, spun around, hit the ceiling, came down, and then bent the can on one of the motors. So I got to replace that. And Rue had one to give me. So another pause back. Whoa, that's a little loud there. Quiet in the back. Hi. Really rough on the membrane. So I'm going to fix that, and then I'm going to take these off. Ed Ricker gave me this frame like a year and a half ago. Don't know the name of it. He gave it to me. I broke that shit in less than an hour. Burnt the whole stack, so it never flew again. But it's got motors on it that I want, so I'm going to take them off. These are, I'm going to be putting on some, what is this? These motors, just one. Flight, Xing, whatever the hell it is. This is iFlight. 2306 1700 kV. I'm going to throw those on there real quick, just one. But anyways, crashed. That was damage. This is the reason why I got out of quads, kids. I got it and stopped flying quads 5.5 years ago. Main reason was, there are other reasons, but the main reason was I was tired of fixing them. I got so tired that every single time I went out to fly, back then I had a lot of quads, right? I had 5, 6 in my car at any given point. Because I was sponsored, I'm racing, I'm doing whatever, I'm trying to make free. So that's kind of the same stuff I do with my wings, right? But they just became a pain in my butt. And I was tired of 10 minutes of flying, and I'm down 3 quads. And then I'm spending 4 hours back at the shop repairing said quads, hopefully, right? Just I kept that, the balance was way off. The amount of, enjoyment versus the amount of work was just way this way. A lot of work, a little bit of enjoyment. Wings flip-flop that. A lot of enjoyment, not a lot of work. I mean, there's some work for sure building, but repair stuff is so much easier. And I have to say, I'm going back and forth, right? Flying each time I go out now. Quad, wing, whatever I want to go up, right? Which is great. But I definitely see my passion roots are still like ingrained in wings. Like it ain't ever going anywhere. Because every time I put a wing after I fly this thing, I'm like instantly reminded why I love wings. Just the time, one alone, my flight time. Get to go for 15 minutes or more, and I can really get into my freestyle, and I can really catch the flow at some point, high probability, in a 15-minute flight versus a 3-minute flight. Not dogging on them, and I'm just telling you why I don't continue to stay in the quad world. Now, I am a little bit with this one because it's sexy, and it's nice. It does give me the ability to, kind of work my other skill sets that I haven't used in quite some time. And it's fun. I mean, it is fun, especially when the other guys are wanting to go and do, now I can go with them, the crew, and we're not just limited to where I can fly, right? Because they're always trying to think, well, if we're going to bring Shelby and we're going to go all together as a crew, he's got the wings, and that's all he's got to fly. So now this gives me a little more mobility to, all right, we're going to go wherever you guys, if you guys want to go here today, that's cool. We don't have to fly wings. I get it in every day. So let me go ahead and check this out. Let me see what the chats are saying. Welcome, Chatty Cathy's. Appreciate you guys doing that, stopping by. Oh, you suck ass. Sorry, not you guys, but damn. If you know me and my history on this damn board that I use, it instantly, it'll just easily, it'll delete my favorite buttons, stat random, which is what I did. So thank you. That was for you all. Go ahead and check in here. We got Rob in the house. Good morning, man. BMAX aerial visuals. Morning, Shelby. I don't know if I've seen you before, man. So let's applause. If I have seen you, I just don't remember. K6LSN morning from Idaho. What's up?
Oh, yes.
Idaho. Technique, man. It's good to see you, man. I'm assuming that's a hey. Smash the like. There you go. There you go, man. Appreciate that. Definitely helps out the channel. I'm working. I gave you a motor, jackass. there you go, Rue. That's Rue happy. Just let you know that's happy, Rue. Don't let it confuse us. Negative. Oh, the Concrete Jungle won last night. Yes, it did. Concrete Jungle definitely won. Hey, what's up, Mr. Whidden? How you doing, sir? One of the main guys at TVRC, besides Anthony, and then one of the co-designers and developers of the Wing Sim, which is by far the best wing simulator, period. There's just no arguing. Can't get any better than that one, right? Absolutely. Amen. I feel like Clark Griswold right there for a moment. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and read your quote. It's just cool to see you in here. I feel the same with quads. You're always fixing. Yep. It's always fixing. So that was originally why I got out of it. One of the main reasons. And the other big reason was in 2015, after the first nationals, the local guys went, a couple of local guys went. I didn't go to that 15 one, but I knew I wanted to go to the next one. But once they announced that they were going to do wings, I said, that's it. Plus, I knew the age group for quads was going to get lower and lower because at the time it wasn't really a lot of young like there is now. Back then it was, upper 20s and up, right? It really wasn't the younger age group. 30s, it was all that range. And when they said they were going to do wings, I was like, that's it, done. I'm ready to roll. Let's. That's where I see my destiny lying, not here with quads, because I know the little guys are coming and there's going to be guys like me. So moving on. Sorry, I got sidetracked there. I want wings because of you, bro. Well, hey, man, I appreciate that.
Oh, yes.
I definitely like to inspire people to want to, fly, man. So thank you very much. Appreciate that. Love my, and hey, here's the thing, but don't blame me when your maidens go south and you are tail heavy and you stall out and crash and break the nose and have to rebuild. Don't come complaining to me. I give you all fair warning. Yes, they crash. And you do have to fix them, but they're a lot easier to fix once you've gotten through a few of them. Love my FPV wings. Nothing like them. There is nothing like them, man. There's a reason why. And I say for quad people that watch this channel too, go and get a wing. Go and get a wing. Just go and get one. Get a air, whatever the hell that thing is. Everyone talks about. Well, if you want an out of the box, get this T1 thing that the people overseas are sending me to check out and review, which is actually a decent frame out of the box. It's fucking really good to go. I'm telling you, it's really good to go. Out of the box, non-pro end frame. That's the one to get, or that AR one, something like that. Like just go out and get one that's in a box, and you can just slap it together and throw your shit in there, bam, and off you go, and you're up in the air in less than like say an hour or two. Like get up in the morning, slap it together, you're flying by noon. Right. Most quad guys need that. That's their entry. That's where I see, because I've been on both sides, where the entry for you all to get in is that. Get your feet wet, check it out, see if you even like it. You got to get a frame that's actually worth the crap, will actually fly, do anything remotely like what I do. You need to find a frame that, something like that. So that T1 is actually pretty decent. Is it a TBRC frame? Hell no. Is it a right wing? Fuck shit. No, absolutely not. We're not even in the same. We're in the same universe, but you're out on here in Pluto, and I'm the damn sun, right? Basically, with those pro end frames that require you building them, tuning them, a lot more stuff, right? But the end result is just like a pro end quad frame, right? You can buy these things out of the box, right? We all know that. And quads that are just bind and fly, mass produced, blah, blah, blah. They'll get the job done, but they won't fly like one that you've built, got a pro end frame, good carbon, good electronics that you slap together and spend some money on. They're going to fly completely different. So, same analogy. Moving on. It's also hard to cloud surf with quad. Yes, it is, sir. Well, I don't know. Rue did it once. Well, I won't say Rue did it, but someone. It looks like him. Let's see what else we got going on here. There's only 2 letters that differentiate Restream from restroom. Just that was a good one there, Matt. That was a good one. No, we lost half the audience within like 2 seconds. Anyways, what's up, Mr. Wayne? Good to see you, man. Good to applause. If you don't know, this is how I usually do it. I like to say hi to all the people that join the stream. If you give 2 shits less and just keep moving on, but I like to say hi to everybody. Taking your time to come out of your day to view this. I'm going to say hi to you. One Vision Arrow. Good morning, Shelby. Digging the shades. Always. 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 You want to know why I wear these all the time? All right. The reason why this all started was back in the day. I got a vision issue, right? It's not bad. Like my parents had bad vision, like, you know, strong prescription. I don't need that. But although I do need glasses. So I got 1 year, I got Oakley's and prescription, mind you, cost a fortune. But I wore them all the time because I was like, I never need to take them off. So and this is back in my coaching days. So I just wore them all the time. I was outside all the time coaching. You know, I was getting my car driving around everywhere. You know, so it was just constant. So it just became a habit. And then going forward, that's just what I keep doing. I'm just used to keeping them on. Let's see what else we got going on here. Hello, Flyers, says Rodriguez. Good to see you, Rodriguez. Hi, Drone 69, aka Master Roshi. I like the name. I mean, it's nice and short. It just gets to the point. It's just right there. You can't forget this one. Hi, Drone 69 FPV, aka Master Roshi FPV. I guess someone's transitioning. I don't know. How's going, my FPV familia? It's going well, man. We're doing great. It's freaking, at least where I'm at. I want it to be snowy and cold, but it's like I'm in shorts and a sweatshirt because it's 70 degrees out. So, it's crazy, but at least I get to fly right now. It's dreary. It's just overcasty, but yet hot. So it's got that winter grayish overtone in the sky, but lacking the winter temperature. But it allows us to keep flying. I'll give you that. What's up, Raphael? Good to see you. Give me an applause there. I just got up from. He said I just got up from the bench. Had to swap an arm on my moon goat. Okay, there you go. Howdy, peeps. What's up, Rusty? And moving down in the final 3, Shelby. What's good? What's up, Ro? And the last one, but not least. Hey, everyone, says Jonathan. There you go. I'll get back to the chats here in a minute unless I see something big pop up. Well, there we go. Holy shit. All right away, we got One Vision before I switched over to get down to biz. So I've got an old flame wheel, 8-inch, wanting to get it up in the air. What would you suggest for motors? Flight control all-in-one for standalone with ESCs, big enough to rip motors, VTX, and camp at Shelby. Shit, I don't know. You understand one thing about me is, although I was one of the OGs literally in quads in all this nonsense, my knowledge of everything current, okay, there's a gap now. So, I don't know what's the suggestion for the all-in-one ESC to get. Now, the guys that are in here like Rue will be able to chime in. He will absolutely, he's probably fidgeting right now and dropping a wrench in his Subaru facility where he works. Like, shit, I'm on it. And he's typing away feverishly. I can see it. I can see it happen. I can feel it in the force. That is what he's doing right now. So you'll probably see something pop up in a moment with Rue telling you exactly One Vision, what you're seeking. He will have that knowledge. Just stand by. Southside Senders, where are you at, man? Oh, it's Via. What's up, brother? What's up, my man? Yeah, let's take a fucking quad on the bench, and then everybody starts showing up. Throw a wing up there, and everybody runs away like I got herpes. Oh shit, it's funny. Evoff's today. I figured I'd pop in. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Can't keep going. I just Southside Atlanta. Yep, that's where you were. Everybody was down there just a couple weeks ago. Next time I'll definitely show up. I couldn't do it this time. I wouldn't do AIO on an 8-inch. AIO motors. The F100 look nice. Whatever that means. I'm just gonna read them to you. Hang that flame wheel on the wall as a souvenir and build some curvature. There you go. I told you Rue would chime in with what you need to do or what you need to get. What he told you to do is hang it up on the wall like a souvenir. I can show you a souvenir. You want to see a souvenir? Let me show you a souvenir. Let me just show you how far back. I had the other one. Well, I got the old last one right here. Oh yeah, I got old ones right here. I'm gonna talk about old. Tell me what that is. Someone tell me in the chat. First giveaway right here. Rue, you don't count. What is it? Fat strap's up for grabs. First one to say it in the chat gets fat strap. What is that frame sitting there? This is old school, folks. This is pre-freaking KK2 boards. So, just to put it in perspective. Nope. Discovery it is not. Discovery wasn't even thought of yet. Wasn't even around yet. David, you might get it. So if you need a fat strap, I'll throw one your way. It's up for grabs. It's up for grabs. What is this frame? Got to be absolutely correct what it is. You get it? I'll send you a fat strap. I will not be sending overseas. Can't, man. Who the hell wants to pay that shipping? Now, Marcus did send some wings out to me. Courtesy and kind side of his heart. I understand it. It's expensive. We'll figure that out. But either way, if you want to get one of the fat strap, and I got them right here. They're in the box. It's up there in the corner. So like my image right here is blocking it. And I'll show you what I got. I got Fat Sharks and I got DJIs. So they'll fit either one. And I'm starting to get down. Reedy won one the other day just because he came out and flew with me. So we got him. So I'm going to go ahead and check this chat. I'm going to go back up here, make sure I caught up with everybody and make sure as you guys are chiming away, it goes in order. So whoever pops up first, there you go. And if you just want to answer it and figure it out, that's cool. It's a very organic way to do it. All right, fair enough. Let's see. Hell yeah, I can't wait to meet you, bud. Envious is coming this weekend. Yeah, sweet, dude. You're going to have a great time, man. I'll be down there soon enough. Build a Wasp 7-inch. There you go. Now we're talking. You definitely need to get a more current frame. And we're going, moving along. Sister 19 LOL online. What the hell is all this nonsense right here? We got some freaking bullshit up in here. Ban these fools right up in here. See these nonsense little douche tards? I'm gonna fucking hammer them. See them popping up? Slam them down. Rusty, what's up? MSR. There you go. Some bromance happening right there. Love the description. What's up, Reedy? Yeah, we were cruising around the other night. And Witten went with the flame and said, new. Raphael says, flame wheel. I said, new. Witten said, discovery. And I said, no. Looks like an old spider frame I have. Nope. That's not it. Darude Sandstorm. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, then. Poop. Yes. Flew like poop till I had put a freaking another thing that came out very first thing before it is what it is now company on it, and it then it flew okay. Oh yeah, man, this is way back in the day. Let me see what's going on here. Keep going through these quick. Google it. That's what you got to do. Google. Go see the almighty Google. Before they change it, who knows? They might change what the definition of this thing is. So better go get it quick. True, LOL. Got 3 of them sitting on here on new in a box. 1 prior build, just a project to screw around with, maybe long range on new FPV stuff. Oh, no idea what that is. Rue can't say shit. Rue, shut up if you say anything about this damn frame. Oh, James Reedy got the trippy fat. Yeah, that's what he got. That's what I got. I'm sitting in the car and he's gonna meet us. He'll meet us one night when we go out flying. Rue and he's sitting there. So the I think it's called psychedelic. I think that's what it's called, the psychedelic strap. Work another bromance here happening. Tarot Firefly negative. Nope. This is an old frame. And this predates anything. Any quad, mini quad that you know of, I would imagine. Most of you, almost 90% of you probably. Predates the mini quad world. So it's before that. Give you little hints. Goes even farther. It goes even before anything that Trappy put out, for that matter. Definitely quad related. Don't know about his wings though, so I'm giving you a little more time specific. His wings were coming out at that time, like his shit that he was doing. He was doing all the upgraded. He was getting a frame and he was tweaking these frames and then reselling. I wouldn't say reselling, re-engineering them and pushing them out. TBS frames, wings especially. Oh, let's see. Ryan might be able to get this one. Is it a J510? No. I like this one. This is a good one. Why do I not see your text on your YouTube, but I see it on the screen? I don't know the answer to that question. Let me go check my chat real quick and see what's going on. Oh my God, how many times you gotta go backwards? Oh, live chat's up. I see it right here, and live chat's working. So it's got to be on your end. Unless you're watching the somewhere else, I guess, like Facebook or something.
Oh, yes.
It's working just fine. Sorry, a little crappy food this morning. What is it? Says Marathon. I don't know, man. You gotta figure that shit out, man. Oh, figure it out. Figure it out. I'm giving you some hints. X-Tube. Nope. Someone will get it. Replying. Oh, okay. I'll let you guys reply to each other then. Some of us are on Facebook. Yep, there you go. Yeah, like Via's on Facebook. Rue's on Facebook. Reedy's on Facebook. Rusty's on YouTube. So you guys aren't going to be seeing each other's chats, but you'll see them in here. That's why I got it all positioned up so you can read each other's chats and you can conversate cross-platform. Because some of us are chatting. I'm doing a multi-stream, baby. Yep. Okay, Rue. All right, so I'm still giving it some time while you guys sit there and ponder this. As soon as we get past this, let's see what these ESCs are. Let me give you a little show and tell, and then from there we're gonna move on. Give it away. Oh, I don't want to give it away. Stickers actually have it on there. So these are 30 amp ESCs, by the way. 30 amp ESCs with Becks in them. That's what we used to run back then. I don't even think this company's even existing anymore. Yeah, IPECA. No, or is it Pika? No, it's IPECA. IPECA. 30 amps. 2 to 4S. This is where I actually had the FPV camera, and under here is where I mounted my GoPro. One. Original. GoPro. Original. Under here. Then we learned how to build servo gimbals with boards. Guys were making programmed boards. We're like, we can program these servos and just buy the board, tweak it a little bit, and then we mount our motors and we make our own plates and elbows and shit. So eventually it went under there with my GoPro. One Hero, I think it was. I don't even think they were called Heroes then. Maybe they were. FPV camera on the top with some Velcro. And then my board sat in here, and then I had a GPS. I had long range. I was running 433. I was running easy UHF. Man, I haven't even freaking etched in there the numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, so I could program it the right way in the software. Software sucks. Let me see. Where's it at? Do these arms fold? Nope, negative. They don't fold. They are, I'll give you a hint, they are made of shitty aluminum. Shitty aluminum, very shitty plastic. Let's let this go a little longer and see what happens. If not, we'll just move on. But there it is. Screen grab it. Take a gander. Answer what it is. First one to answer gets a fat strap. Fat straps I have on deck are the following. All right, shit. I guess we're going to dance a little. All right, first up, we got American flag. This is digital. We got one more of the psychedelic fat strap. Or for fat shark, sorry. Digital. And this is pink camo. This is the slaps strap. So everyone's stickers that are on here. Good design. Digital. I got the camo. Digital camo, but it's for, I got one for, I think each. No, I think it's down to one. Fat shark. I got the 80s necktie / can't remember what pattern, so I think carbon fiber. Look. But it looks like an 80s necktie I used to have. Anyways, got the digital and the fat shark. And then one more slaps. So those are up for grabs. Actually, I have another flag that I was going to keep for myself. So, but it's all right. I can get another one later. So another one of these American flag ones, but it's fat shark. I got one of each. Digital. And one for your fat shark needs. Let's go ahead and check in and see what we're saying here. Stumped, even Ghoul ain't helping. You got to take a picture. Look at it. Got to look through the garbage, which are those half-ass shitty servos or ESCs. Just look at the frame. I even left you a hint. Oh, I did. I might have even seen it just a minute ago. As I balance this here, let me get this off here. Treat it with a little more damn respect. Right? So you're just stacking shit on my Bronco 6. Whoa! Yeah. I gotta turn that down. It was a little loud. It's too much for that. All right, stumped. You gotta now look at it, admire its beauty or ugliness, whichever you prefer. Yes, those are wooden dowels on the back here. It's got metal feet, little springy, made of look like bent hangers for feet for landing gear. This thing cost at the time, I want to say it was like $300. Which, of course, you had the motors and the ESCs, and the ESCs actually went in the arms because they're very thin aluminum tubes, and they were thinner. You actually have them. I'm not going to dig them out. Anyways, and they'd feed in here, and you drop them all in there. Actually, yes, these do fold. Sorry, I forgot. These do fold. Right here and here, they fold, crimp in. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Someone asked that earlier. Do they fold? Yes, they are folding arms. DIY Shelby Special. Well, now it is. Yes, this it is. It's the original version. No, it's help you out a little bit more. This part was not here, so it wasn't this, and that wooden, of course, lovely wooden dowel ass is not there either. So it was more like this, and it had a weird canopy. Okay, looked like a bug almost. There's another hint. It was a black canopy, and it looked like it had two little eyeballs up front, little notched cutouts. Why do they have those cutouts there? Piece the shit out of me. But they did. And this was, yeah. I had a wing before that, and the wing actually is behind me on the wall. See that one that's cockeyed right there? Sitting there all short little one right there. That's an Assassin from Crash's Hobbies. That one is my very, very first wing. I'll always hold on to that shit saggy diaper of foam because, it was my first one. And I'll hang on to this one. Ugly POS, because it was my very first quad. Brian, shut up if you know what that is. Don't say anything because it's a giveaway. Yeah, see, Brian knows what it is. Don't say anything, Brian. You hush, hush. Yeah, I could have gone to work with you today, man. We ended up not going. Grandkids are sick, so we opted not to go, so we didn't, potentially get anything stupid. Sucks. So, yeah, damn it. Anyways. Don't say what it is, Brian, because this is part of the giveaway. If it's pre-KK2, then it's probably not something from Hobby King, right? Correct. It's not. No, this is not a Hobby King special. You can Q&A me, and I'll give you some hints. So obviously, it's stumping everybody. Beetle? No, it's not a beetle. Someone like Sharpoo? Someone call Sharpoo. All right, he's busy right now. He's doing good stuff, right? He's working with Pixar or whatever. Yeah, man. So yeah, Sharpoo was not even in it when I got in it. I think the first one I saw when mini quads. No, it was still before that. I want to say it was Juz, but I think Juz wasn't even there yet. And these are names you guys don't even know. These guys are like shit. They're legends. Legends. Well, I'm charging for tonight. Yeah. I hope I can't go tonight. I hope we can go tonight just due to weather, right? But either way, so here we are sitting, trying to give away a fat strap. I know this is a little hard for you guys, but come on, a little encouragement here. Let's go. Help me give away one of these fat straps. All you got to do is figure out what that POS is on the bench. It goes back circa 2012. No, 11. 2011. It is I don't know, let's guess how many millimeters it is. Is it 100? Is it 250? No. 300? Well, that's all you're going to get for now. So let's see what you can do. Shelby's giveaway. Very simple. Not complex, not hard. All you got to do is figure out what the hell this POS is on my bench, and then we'll move on from there. Shelby is an OG. That's what they say, I guess, right? I've been in this game forever, seems like. Sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, the date and time you got it might help. What? The date you got it. Yeah, which I just did. So a little slow on that one. We're thinking eye to eye. Carbon fiber, G, whatever. Circuit board, aluminum center parts. Yeah, so aluminum arms, plastic motor mounts. You drop the motors in these little holes right here. That's how you got them in, right? They would always suck and twist. They got a little, couple bolts you put on there, and they just squeeze onto the aluminum tube. Plastic black shell right here is what was on the top. This ESC crap's just me chucking it on there because I wanted to fly again, apparently, at one point in life. And then eventually I gave up. I mean, I could cut it off and make you look at it a little bit better. Okay, there's the center part right there. Looks more like that. You just got to imagine a nice canopy over the top. So it's bigger than a 400. It's bigger than a 400. I'll give you that. If you get the right size, and that will help you greatly figure out what it is. Chivex negative. It was not a POS in its day. Brian is right. Well, no, it was. It was always a POS. To me, it was always a POS. It was cool because it was so new when no one was doing this. Nobody was fucking doing this back when we started, especially around here. Nobody. We were literally the first to bust these things out and go, what? Because we're all doing fixed wing FPV, right? We're all doing that shit, right? Just flying around in circles, getting our jollies like, holy Christ, I'm flying like a real plane. That was what it was like in the beginning. These came out. We're like, well, let's try this and slap our FPV gear that we're using in our, Stratosurfers and crash test hobby frames and all this stuff that we're putting on there. Let's put them on this thing, this multi-rotor quadcopter. That was what we called them. And we were throwing our gear on there because it wasn't designed for it. People weren't thinking about that were making these things. Maybe they were. I don't know. Sure came with a shitty design if they did, because we had to mod the crap out of it just to get all the crap on. But yeah, that's how it started. ZD 550 Pro. I don't think that's it. I know exactly what it is. I never heard it termed that one, but the size I'm going to give you is correct. Let me make sure. Size is close. It's not a 550. Titus 600. No. Ding, ding, ding. Chicken wing for dinner. Tofu if you are vegan. But I got a winner. His name's Mr. Spat. Mr. Spat, you have won yourself from Steve at fatstrapfpv.com your choice of fast strap. As long as you don't live overseas, otherwise I'm going to give that shit up to someone else. But the bottom line is he's got it right. It is a Gowie 500X. There it is. Gowie 500 quad flyer. Got a better one? Yeah, it's 500X. It's kind of upside down. There it is. Kudos, Mr. Spat. Good job, bro. You now won that. Your choice. We'll go ahead and go through here, and let's go ahead and do this one. We'll figure out what Spat wants. All right, Michigan sounds good. All right, we're going to go ahead and Spat's going to go ahead and choose his choice of a fast strap. First, let's get it out of the way. Are you analog or you digital? Analog or digital? Got to know the analog or digital. What do you use? We'll wait for you to chime it up in the chat, and then I'll go from there. The landing skids, right? As we're waiting for him to go ahead and respond. Here are the landing skids. They were literally like hangers. They would screw right here. The shit would always twist. I mean, it's super glued. I mean, I put all kinds of shit on there. Because then they would cant, and then your whole shit would fly all wonky. The board that was on this was the biggest piece of shit board ever existed. You literally were like the ones you have on helis, right? Where you'd screw the little screw heads for your gains and everything. There's just 3 of them. That's all you had to tune this thing, and it was always it was fucking horrible. Until and I have an original first run Gowie, or not Gowie, a DJI NASA board. That's where they started with an original frame that they produced after the success of their board. That's how they started. And I put that one on this, and that's when this flew great. All right, what we got here? What was the strap just before the camo strap? Well, first of all, what are you? Digital? Mostly DJI. All right, so here we go. All right. Yeah, the skids are crazy. All right, so I'm going to go over here and applaud the digital ones. But if you've got both, it's up to you. So here's your digital choices. And right here. Those are your digital choices. There you go. Take your selection. We'll wait for him to do that. It's all his. Your choice. You get the camo. You get the slaps. American flag, or the 80s tie / carbon weave. Those are your choices. The first one you pulled out. Well, just tell me what it looks like. It's that hard. Go America. America. Now, I got another one for an analog. I might give away another one. We'll see what happens. But either way, as soon as Mr. Spat tells me which one next to camo. You want this one? This is the one you're wanting right here? It has the decals on it? Got it. Cool. All right, there we go. There's your winner. All right, Mr. Spat. I need you to do me a favor, okay, bro? I need you to send me your address to Shelby Vol, like right here on my channel. No underscore, nothing else. Just Shelby Vol, one word, at gmail.com. Send me your address, and I'll get this out to you after the holidays, okay? And I need to put your name on this. So I'm going to set it aside. And I know I had some other winners from the other week, so I'm going to make sure I get this out too. So there you go. You're quite welcome, man. Appreciate you watching the channel. That's courtesy of Steve or faststrapfpv.com. So if you need any headgear, he's got a wide range of stuff, right? This is just a sample box, right? We went in the site, I think it was 2 nights ago. I was out with Reedy and I was looking through it, right? I believe, or it was Rue. Either way, there was just a ton, man. He's got a whole slew of different kind of straps that are really, really cool. So don't just take this, as, oh, that's all he's got. No. This is just a sample box for me because I'm one of his pilots. If you want to go see all of it, go to his website, check it out. Steve's a wonderful guy. He gets stuff out real quick. His prices are totally reasonable. So, and they're good. They're good straps. They're going to last a long time. So it's not like, 2 years from now, you're going to be needing another strap. It's not going to happen. So might be bad for his business, but it's good for us pilots. I'm just saying. I don't know. You do want repeat customers, right? Oh, sorry. Yep, congrats on that one more time. There we go. All right, so moving on. Let's slide over here to the bench. You want to look at it one more time as much as I do, right? And I say that's one person. That's Brian. Look at that. Awesome. Fantastic beauty. The aluminum. Thin aluminum. Back then they thought, when you want to fly a multi-rotor, what's better than ultra lightweight, thin construction, minimal durability? Gowie 500X. Anyways, toss that horse shit away. It's great for nostalgia, and other than that, it's not worth shit. All right, so we got this one over here, so I'm going to move on over here. But it's been a while since I've done these. Soldering station has been on for at least an hour, so it's probably nice and hot. So I'm going to just be swapping out a motor today. I'm sitting over here prepping my tips. Keep your tips all nice and pre-tinned every time you put them away, right? They'll last years. I've got tips that are like 4 years old. The early days when I didn't know shit about solder, but I got a solder station and all that and had these tips, I was such a dipshit. I used to take a razor blade and shave off the tip just so I could try to get the solder to connect. I'll throw a laugh on that because this is idiotic. Actually, oh, wait, let's see. So, let me see if I can show you. So, did I zoom in on this enough? Probably didn't. Let me zoom in a little bit more. So, I was hitting the guide wires, what happened on that one. And I'll make sure I keep seeing your chat. So, if I don't answer you right away, just, be patient. Patience. Hello, Shelby. What's up, Marcel? Good to see you, man. I'm going to pause on that. All right. Let's go see Marcel. How's it going? Thing not broken? Not broken. Just the arms, the motors, the bill's bent, which happens every damn time when you play in the concrete jungle, right? It's not a forgiving place by any means. Let me make sure I have everything I need here. Spins freely. Here, I'm going to give you a little tip back in the day. So when we crashed a lot, right, when we started learning early years, was to not pick up your motors, or like you'd unplug, right? You crash, hit dirt or wherever you're at, concrete jungle. You pick up your quad. What a lot of people do, at least we used to do back then, would unplug and then just go and whack at this fucking motor. Just spin check it, right? Just no. First thing you always do when you go down is just do this. Just a wiggle. Because you want to see if there's anything, dirt, rock, pebble, stuck in there, right? That one isn't totally jammed in it and screw up the magnet or the windings. So you're just feeling it to see if it's gritty, got a little bite to it. If it did, we used to take C-clips off and just pop these off and then dump whatever is in it out. Spray with air or dump it with water. It's still water, and then just dry it off real quick and then close them back up, C-clip back on. Right? Same premise though. Wiggle it, check, then do your spin checks. Right? Because otherwise you're going to just induce a problem that isn't needed if you just do that little wiggle when you pick it up. Just make sure there's no shit in it. Because you could probably knock it out or blow it out. You don't have to take the C-clip off and do all that bullshit. But this one's not doing it, right? See, it's all. When I try to rebend the bell, I've done that before in the past. This one wouldn't take. So therefore, it's kaput. And I'm just going to take it off and get to the new one on there. Get this new one on. Yeah. Yep. And this is why I stopped doing quads. This is now the second time it's been on the bench. And I've flown it for a total of 3 days. See what I mean? My wings, now there's been some damage on them. I ain't gonna deny that. However, it's 9 times out of 10 I can fix it out in the field, right? I'm gonna shave this off. I'm sure Rue is screaming at all my methods right now. Or like, I'm just gonna hack this shit off. Retape it back up here in a minute. Yeah, we used to put them out. We used to put so many frames out quad wise. We were just like a damn Ford factory up in here. Marty would build them, and then you'd slide them down the line, and then I would take them, do the last bits of soldering to our flight controllers and ESCs, because we ran always 4 ESCs. We didn't have 4-in-1. And then I would tune them all. Take them out of the field, put them on the computer, and then back then, your default PID tune was always hot shit garbage. So you had to tune. It wasn't even an option. That a lot of the times it's what they were paying. Customers were paying for is your tune. If you were a good tuner. That was always the quest to have the best tune. And then that inevitably started, hey, do you have a good tune? Can someone share their tune? You probably, I don't know if you guys even see that shit anymore. All right, just trying to get this piece of plastic off. It's a pain in the ass. All right, get yourself a good set of tweezers. I'm gonna pull this bitch off. Well, Shelby, take the damn props off. Nah, it's too short. At least right now. Right. There's that. Yeah, I'm gonna take this one off. See if I even got a prop nut tool for this. All my shit's for my big frames. I think I got one. Nope. It's my field kit right here, but it's turned into having all my best tools in it. The right one? Well, shit. I don't even have it. Shows you how much I don't fly quads anymore. I don't even have a prop tool for this size nut. What are these? I should. This is crazy. Nonsense. I tell you, nonsense. That's way too big. That's way too small. That's too small. All else fails. Just grab anything. Pipe wrench. Think that'll do it? I think it will too. I don't care. As long as he gets the job done. It does look silly, doesn't it? Like this big ass tool. There you go. All right. Under here. I think this is 1.5. I think. Are these all 1.5? What are these real? 2s? Have to be 2s. There we go. Pop this out real quick. Check your chats. I thought the Sonic Model Aero Wing Mini and try to set up a wing for the second time ever and smoked the servos somehow, Shelby. Pull that out real quick. Try to answer that while I'm working. You're going to turn this over here a little bit my way so I can read it better. So you had a Sonic AR model mini and tried to set up a wing for the second time ever and smoked the servos somehow. Well, the only way you can smoke a servo, right, is you reverse polarity. So make sure you check how you set that up. Your pins, right, your wire, your servo, and make sure all that's all good. Because it sounds like you get some reverse polarity going on. And if you're running a flight control board, you might be running on, like, I don't know, maybe the wrong voltage. I don't know, maybe it's outputting the wrong voltage if you're running a flight controller. I don't like to fly frames with flight controllers. Matter of fact, I've been doing this He-Wing. Yeah, they want me to review this frame, whatever. And they have versions. Ooh, man, that's really fucked up right there. There's the culprit. Maybe this motor's salvageable. They asked me if I wanted to have the flight control version. They have two different FCs that they sell with it. And I said, no, I don't want. Don't send me any flight controller. I don't want it because inherently it just brings a lot of problems. When you're flying one of these, when you're flying a mini quad, it's different. You obviously have to have one, right? So, that goes without saying. Right? But for a wing, it's not necessary. Only time I really ever find it, quote, necessary, and even then it's not necessary. It's a good thing to have is when you're doing it long range, right? It's good to have data points like where you're at, how far away a home is, all blah, 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 how much battery voltage. Of course, everybody likes that. That's a minimum, that kind of stuff. But That's really all it's ever for. Let me put it this way: the way it started in the old days, that's really all it was for. Okay, we just called them OSDs. They were completely bypassable OSD systems, meaning where even though it has some of them didn't have any RTH or any input control, right? You didn't even feed your shit into it. You didn't even feed your servos into it. It was just an on-screen display that gave you voltage and had a GPS puck on it, right? It's completely passive, which I like those, right? That's great. If I'm going to put them on wings just for that, it's great. But that's what they were originally for. And then they started to add in the functionality of what these were doing, which was stabilizing and all that, and putting it into the flight controller on them. At least that's how I saw it. Could be totally wrong, and I could have my history wrong, but me as a pilot and the way I experienced it back 10 years ago in its evolution, that's how it started. So I come from old school, man, and where we didn't fly flight controllers to help my aircraft fly at all, ever. We just had on-screen display capabilities, and that's what we wanted because we were doing primarily long-range flights. You know, getting out there, and we were trying to. That was back in the early days of FPV. That's all it was about. It was just about breaking altitude and distance records and duration records, like how long you'd stay up. I can give you some of that data for me, but I can't give you all of that data. 2 hours 45 minutes is my longest. This is by far not even like I'm locally. One guy did it 12 hours. Yeah, altitudes. I won't even get into that because they blow your mind. Literally, it's like what? There's a motor. There's where it hit the ground. You can see it's kind of shiny right there on the bell, right at the top. There was the tag. Thus endeth the motor. This is why I hate mini quads. Right? This is what damages you. We used to call this This is a hobby that will $30 you to death, or $30 you to poorhouse. Because that's literally what it is. $30 motor, fucking out the window. Next time you go out. Now if you're sponsored, kind of what the quest was in the beginning, you didn't have to worry about it because you just go back to the shop, grab another one, throw it on. It didn't bother you, right? But to the average Joe and Jane, of course, it became a problem. So let me check this motor out. It's all binding. It's getting grippy. And I like to try to save motors if I can. This one just looks like it has a freaking... Oh, I haven't seen that before. No C-clip. Check that out. That's pretty nice. Little hex screw right here on the bottom. Sweet. Tell me that just pops off. Oh. Well, that was a fine... with this hollow in the middle. Yeah, that's negative. So even though this design's really cool, right, where you have what was once the C-clip that would hold this bell on, right? You're using just a little Allen screw or whatever. So anchored in the bottom. You know, typically what we have were C-clips. These shafts, these motor shafts were solid. This is hollow. So the biggest problem with this, and this is back from my Cobra days, when I was sponsored by them, they came out with a run of hollow like this shafts, and we didn't like them in the wing world because they bend very, very easily. Same concept on like that Galley 500, right? Very thin, hollow tubes versus solid carbon frame arms. But they have hollow aluminum arms, they're going to bend easily. Well, the same concept applies right here. So even though it's convenient and cool, these are more susceptible to bending, even on the most minimal of impacts. Back to the original, though, which was Marcel's question. Check for polarity and check your board. Make sure if you're plugging in a flight controller that you have, you know, it's outputting, that you've got that put in right. You could be looking at the polarity wrong on that. Something to that effect, or the wrong voltage. You'd be sending way too much voltage to it and just fried it. I have never personally fried a servo by just plugging shit into it. Plugged it in, it's either worked or it didn't work, right? I've never had anything fry. So it just sounds like there's polarity issues going on. Yeah, this one's pretty jacked up. Looking on the inside of the bell here, and it's pretty worse for wear. Oh, I know what it is. It's because of the screwdriver I was using to try to bend it back. So, see how this stator looks. Stator looks fine. So I don't throw away anything. That's not correct. I will throw away very minimal stuff in this hobby since I've been doing it for all these years. I save everything. I've gone through that story before. I won't do it again. But either way, because you never know. You just never know. Could save it. Might need the bell. Might need the stator. Might work. Might, who knows? I'm not going to throw away this entire piece, this component, just because one piece of the component is fucked up. I'm going to have 3 more of these, now 4 of the same motor. And you never know. Might need the stator. Maybe the stator fails. Bust the windings. Well, I can take, swap the bell over, or swap the stator and swap the bell. You know what I mean? You can do that. I've done that before. All right, that's fresh newness. Nice new. Spins freely. Nice and buttery. Looking good. Slap that back on here. Sucks though. Now I know what the culprit is still gonna fly one more time through the parking deck because I want to get a video out of it. It's been a long time since I've done anything like that with a quad. I'm talking, you go on my YouTube channel, you're gonna have to go way back, like 6 years, to see when we were originally flying in the concrete jungle. You can actually, some of the local guys that I fly with now, right? The crew that I fly with these days, my buds, isn't the same crew I flew with back then. But they've managed to fly at the same spots, which is kind of cool. And they could go back and look at it and be like, oh yeah, Shelby was here way back when, where we've been flying for 2 years. Just weird. Why do I hear a clock? It's making me nervous. All right, let's screw this back in. Hopefully. Maybe not. Sorry, I'm having a little issue with 4 screws. Like, you figure this would be an easy job. What the sand hell's going on over here? It's off by a skosh. Let's try it again. I got a story for you. Sounds like story time almost, right? So anybody here remember Sean Taylor, Night Fury? Anybody remember Sean Taylor? Should. If you don't, you haven't been in this game long enough. Especially if you're a quad guy, you definitely should know who he is. Well, we're on drone tripping. We stopped at Multi-Rotor Mania, which guys doesn't exist anymore, which used to be the creme de la creme on our trip, and then we did a build off. Who could build the fastest? The mini quad, myself or Sean. Sean won. In like 35 minutes. 35 minutes. I mean, full build. Full build. I did mine in like, I think it was just about 40, maybe 41, something like that. I could. He's just banging them out real quick. 35. I mean, from getting it out of whatever, because we was at Multi-Rotor Mania, so we just grabbed frames and then the components they gave us, and then we just went at it, right? So, tune, flying, everything, 35 minutes. Pretty amazing. Nowadays, you guys get these 4-in-1 stacks, like it would be easy as shit. Plus, you also get these default PID tunes, which are pretty good. They're not bad. Like 80% there, maybe 75 more like it. I went and rode with, or I should say, flew in Myrtle Beach because I shocked a lot of guys there. They didn't know my history, right? So I was like, hey, let me fly this, and it buzzed around. And like, hey, let me tune that. Then I go and tune it, and they were like, what the fuck? Shelby, what? That thing flies amazing. I'm like, man, you gotta learn how to tune, man. You gotta learn the art of tuning. Make any quad. These default PIDs that you still get these days, they are better than what we had, but they are not what you can get if you can actually sit down, spend a weekend, literally a weekend, and learn how to tune. I want to say there's how many people at that event at Myrtle Beach? Damn near every single person was like blown away. They're like, yeah, it's crazy. I'm not talking about just about me tuning their shit, but I'm talking about the art of tuning, period. Just knowing how to PID tune. A lot of people rely on just the defaults and these fucking filters, whatever the fucking settings are autoed. Screw that. No thanks. My early days, man. I go back to, like we said, way, way back. But I remember when Baseflight came out, man. People don't even know what Baseflight is. Baseflight is literally the beginning of all these forked versions that you guys run of like Emu Flight and Beta Flight and all that. That shit all came from Baseflight. That was the original. Then came Clean Flight. All that shit. Before that, it was CC3D. And then before that was KK2 and Wii. Tweezers. Tweezers. Yeah. It's a little much. I'm just going to trim that down a little more. Because I knew Rue was going to be coming behind and, man, it doesn't look good, man. I'm too many damn wires, man. Blah, 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 blah. You should let me do it. So you know what? I'm going to just leave it there to piss him off. Just leave it there to piss him off. All right, Rue, I left an excessive amount of wiring there for you. I don't care. It's not my quad. It's going to fly like crap. No, it's not. It's going to fly great. Yeah, this thing lights up all blue. It's really cool. We've been trying to get some chase footage out of it. We're still... He's got a good flight the other night, man. The last one we did in the park day was pretty cool. It passes his golden standards to release. All right, see if I can slap this tape back on it. Will it fly, Shelby? You got to check the polarity. You can get it or check the rotation. No. Let's go ahead. If it doesn't spin right, we'll just stick it on Emu Flight or whatever the hell it is nowadays, and then just reverse it. Whatever it needs to be done, but I think it's fine. Put the motor wires the same way. As long as you keep them 1, 2, 3, the way they come out as factory, they're all the same way. They're all spun and wound the same way, right? They don't. When they wind these things and pull them out here, they don't switch the wires up, right? It's pretty much just pumped out, churned out, identical along the way. But check nonetheless. But not right now. Let me grab my pipe adjustable wrench. Lock. It's so obnoxiously big. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna wait till all the way to tonight to go test this shit out. I might go a little bit earlier than 7 o'clock. Like, that's crazy late. All right, so there's that. I don't know what board I'm running on here, but either way. And like I said, we don't waste anything here at the shop in the drone hangar, so we're gonna take these motors off. See if they're even worth the shit, to be honest. It's a little cakey under there. It looks a little not too good. Oh. Actually, I'm gonna take these props off here too. I'm gonna use these. You know, I want to keep the color scheme going, right? I love my orange and blue, but I also love to fly more than I do like to look pretty. So I don't give a shit. Seems like a decent frame. I'd have to ask Ed Ricker what this frame is again. He gave it to me a couple years ago, and it did not last 40. It didn't even last in my hands for 45 minutes. Took off, flew a little bit. It was raining. We were at Park Index again. Different one though. And then I clipped a tree, going from one parking deck to the other. I didn't see it, and then spun me over. I disarmed, went down, and I landed in a puddle. And it fried my stack. Otherwise, it was flying pretty decent. But again, I come from old school. Our frames back then, it was very hard to tune. It was very hard to tune. And that's why people would pay you for your tune. Or pay you to build it and pay for the tune. That's what they wanted. They didn't want to spend that time that it took to learn how to PID tune, because it is an art and it takes time. It takes a while to get a good tune, especially if you're new at it. If you've been doing it for a while, you can shorten it down drastically, but it still takes time. I would sit for an afternoon, no sweat, and tune a quad, just because I wanted to tune it and get as close to perfection as I could to what I thought was perfection. And I had some pilots that I flew with that were truly amazing and actually worked with like Dominic Clifton and them, and so we had a lot of inside knowledge of how a lot of this shit was going on, what they were trying to do and get fixed and done. And so we got first-hand knowledge and test a lot of shit. I'm gonna get these motors off here. Let's be split. My brain's like, "Are we doing this again? Seriously?" I tell my brain, "Yeah, I know, man. We're glutton for punishment, aren't we? Back in this quad world again." It's good. It's all right. Yeah. Come on. You were free. You were free. So this is the stack. This is the one that burnt. So. Come on. Come on. Free yourself. There you go. This looks like the control board. It says OB. Man, I don't even know what it says. OBSD F4 version 5. It looks like fried underneath here. I'll pull it off here and show you in a minute. It's like the water. I think bridged the gap here and fried the ESC, and then I don't think it's fried the board yet. It might have. I mean, it's definitely some scorching going on. I will say these foreign ones are pretty nifty, but I don't like them for this very reason. So back in the old days, we would have multiple ESCs. We'd always have extra individual ESCs because our ESCs they'd crap out in middle of the day from all the thrashing we do, banging into trees and gates and whatever. So we always would have our ESCs on the arms, 4 of them. So if one went out, we could always swap them out. Bam, quick swap. ESC is bad, that's fine. $10, $15, and then that's what it would cost usually. And then bam, put it on, you're done. But these all-in-ones, that's what I don't like about them is this scenario right here. You short one, you fry the whole board. The whole board's done. Even if the other ones are fine, the whole board's done. It's kind of like, okay, well, I mean, it's an instant no for me. Theoretically, I could, because I have ESCs still from the old days, and put them on here and fly this thing. But we're in this deep, taking them off. We're just going to take them off. If the control board works. If the control board works. Oh man, I thought I got all of you. Nope, it's not. Thought I had them all. Well, we need some more Gem Fan hobby props. Well, the Gem Fan needs to send props. Ada, send props. It's an Ichi Wizard 220. Okay. We're gonna hog its rob its motors. So I have a set on hand in case any more of these motors go out on my Bronco 6, which is really the Wasp 6. I'm gonna call it what I want. Nowadays, we're allowed to do that. We can do whatever we want. All right, so I'll keep all the bits and pieces together. I have a little baggie. I do. Keep all these together. right, that one's done. says the individual who crashed off the side of the parking deck and had to do the ultra long walk of shame because he fell damn near into the water down below. So I should have checked these beforehand. And they look fine. I really should have checked these on the damn thing. Good. Yeah, they sound nice. 1650s. 50 kV left. That's a little subpar, not bad. Yeah. All right. Got backup motors and some props too. These are like H keys again, or Lisa Lucky. Say 5x4.3x3 R V1S. I don't know what the hell that is. It's coming up with these weird ass names. Anyways, I got motors now for this. All right. I do have to say, for quads, it's a lot. It is sometimes quicker, and that's pretty quick for a motor swap. On a motor swap on a wing can take some time. Depending on the frame. So, let's see. Checking with the chat here, make sure I'm not missing anything. So, I know you guys were talking up here. Make sure I'm reading all these texts right. Let me go back to where we were. Give me 1 second to catch up with the chats. We'll go back to Toki. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go back to Toki. Toki writes, definitely don't want to damage the coating on the stator windings is the biggest issue. Correct. I was worried about that last night when I was trying to bend it. I didn't want to scrape the insulation off the windings because you instantly fry the motor. Tried it one more time and it went down and wasn't going to do. Kept overheating, cutting off. Better go busy though. Okay, we're going to keep doing this. Skip. Skip. Some blue or orange electrical tape from Lowe's. Yep, that sounds like a good purchase today. What's going on, Gary? Good to see you, man. I was a little late, but hey, it was 25 minutes ago. But at least I said it. Share your pids, bro. Share your pids. 8 mil. Got that. I bought the Sonic Model Air Wing Mini and tried to set up a wing. Oh, it's the second time ever. All right, that's what we talked about earlier. Okay, sorry, I went too far back. 2 million of motor mix ground. All right, hi everybody. Got another person coming in here saying hi. Demons, what's up, Demons? First polarity. You think the pin connectors were the same from the servo? They must have power negative reverse, right? You need to check your board. I think this is what we were talking about earlier. You need to check your board. Using the RX4, I don't know, no flight controller. An R4XR, what is that? Blue and orange for the win. That's hey, what's up, Broccoli? Back to Gary. That's why I like flying wings as opposed to quads. You don't have to get on the computer and make it work. It's pretty true. That little bromance going on right there. We'll move on. I've been doing my builds on FCs with iNav. I enjoy the features. Yeah, I mean, I totally understand why people like iNav. I mean, I use it on my long range frames. I use iNav. Now, I come from old school where we used to use early adoption OSDs 10 years ago, right? And then we got Eagle Tree with their OSD Pro that they've started to evolve with. You guys probably don't even know what that is. And then Vector came after that, which was Eagle Tree again, the refined version. And we like that. I mean, I like for long range to be able to RTH and all this before quads could even do any of that. We were doing that nonsense. And it was, they were cool features. Do you use Crossfire Spectrum? Yes. So I have my iX20, and then it's plugged in the back. You have at least in the iX20, it has a port for the Crossfire module. You just plug one in into the Crossfire TX, and the other portion, the square Molex kind of thing, plug into the rear of the iX20. Pretty much done. All you got to do is when you set up a model in your Spectrum, it's designed. You go to I can't believe I forgot the parameter inside model setup. You go into model setup, and it's not protocol, but either way, you get to turn the protocol for Spectrum off, and they have one for Crossfire in there, and you just hit the button, and you can pick Crossfire regular and Crossfire 2. I don't know what the difference is, but I always pick Crossfire regular, and hit that, and then you can, and that's good. Turns on. You make sure you have the voltage for it. Yeah, there's an option to turn on the voltage for the back and feed it some voltage. So, and then that's it. You're good. That's literally it. They marry very well. At least the IX series. I'm sure the DX series does too, but I don't use my DX18 anymore. I just use my IX20. I'm sure the IX12 is the same way. So if you've got something of that magnitude, but they do really try to marry those. Spectrum tries to make sure they know users are going to most likely use, at least in the drone world, an alternate protocol other than Spectrum, meaning some sort of long range system, an LRS of some sort. So specifically in Crossfire, right? So they try to make sure that it's easy to plug it in the back and just make sure you turn, just like you do on a Thrustmaster or any of these other OpenTX versions. You have to go in there and set the protocol. Same thing. Just got to know how to do it. There we go. Someone's yelling and screaming. Oh, it's Rue. I'm not shocked by any damn means. It's moving forward. Word up. That's up. Land of Saints. Sorry. What's up, man? Let me make sure everything will splash the old applause here. Make sure we change it. Let's give a little applause. Lord of Saints. I'm the Lord of Saints FPV. Oh, it's land. There you go. That makes it even funnier. See? I need my glasses. Still testing the DJI Action 2, and I need to get more of the TPU mount of the view out of the view. Looks dumb with the TPU in the field of view. It does. It looks, kind of silly when you're doing that super wide view. I mean, I guess the selling factor for you guys right now is the weight factor, which I get. Again, I just don't see a drastic difference in anything by any stretch of video quality from a GoPro to that DJI Action Cam. The super wide looks kind of cool, though. It does. The super wide does look really cool. I have to admit, I really do like it. Well, I got 47. Yeah, it's me bitching about you. All right. Well, we need Gem Fam Hobbies. Quit radio connecting. Blah, blah, blah. Moving on. What's the info deal on the video competition? All right. That's a good question. Go ahead and answer that. I'm sure some of you want to know. So let me see if I can switch this. All right, so the contest. I had announced doing a contest earlier last month, right? I think somewhere around there. The holidays, they're just a tough time for me for a lot of reasons, but just like everybody else, there's a lot of shit going on, right? So I didn't push and promote, and therefore didn't get any traction, and that really is my fault. It's nothing other than that. So I decided to go ahead and resurrect the day and push it to the 9th, and then put out a flyer, a digital flyer, and get it on the social medias and let you guys know, hey, I'm serious. We're doing this. So if you want in, okay, get in and here are the rules. So it's 2 minutes, 30 seconds long is the video. That's the maximum. Okay. If you think what you got, it's what you got. It's going to win me over and whoever else is going to be the judges. Because right now it's just me. And I'm sure Rue and Ed and Marty and the other Marty. So yeah, we got some people that are going to actually review these, and they're going to all put their names in the hat. They're going to have everybody just put their top 3 down. That's all I'm going to have them do. Look at the videos, please, when you can. Give me a list of your top 3. That's all I want. And then they're going to submit it, fold it up, give it to me on a piece of paper, old school way. And then I'll tally it all up, and we'll figure out a winner. 1 for wings and 1 for quads. 1 entry per person. So the 9th, no longer than 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 1 entry is all you're allowed to submit. It could be for the shot at the right wing nano. That means you're going to submit a wing video, or you can go for the Gank multi-rotor 4-inch build. It's a full analog build, but it's got to be multi-rotor video. So pick your poison. Submit it to me, shelbyvol@gmail.com. Now, look, some of you guys might be overseas, and I'm going to tell you right now, if you win and you're overseas, we will have to discuss shipping. Okay. I am not going to fork out $100 and some to ship out. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Now, if you end up winning, we will figure out a way to get it to you, whether it be you share the cost of shipping, you pay the shipping, it's up to you, or you decide you win, you want to pass it on to somebody else, whatever. We'll cross that bridge. Okay. I do want everybody to try to submit a video. These are two great companies. One's my sponsor, my big sponsor, which is Right Wing, Chris Click, whom I love very much, who has done so much for me over the years. And it's nice of him to offer up a NanoTrack to give to the community by nothing more than you doing a freestyle video. I mean, that's all you got to do. Preferably YouTube. I don't need you to send me in Google Drive an actual video. I mean, if you have to do that because you don't want to use YouTube, that's fine. It's fine. If you got whatever platform that we can, that I can look at it, share it with the others to look at, you got another platform that you put it on, go ahead and send me the link. You don't have to send me the actual file. Someone asked me about music. Yeah. Freestyle videos usually incorporate music. Good ones do, at least in my eye. I don't like motor noise, but I'm not the only judge here, right? We got multiple judges doing this, so I'm not the only one doing it. Some prefer. I know Rooter, thinking of Rotor Ranch and Root at the same time. You get Rooter. That's actually kind of funny. Oh man. Oh shit. I have to laugh at that one. That was funny. Rue prefers hearing motor noise. Drives me crazy. I can't stand it. What is this? What are we doing right here? I don't know what we're listening to, but I'm getting. What are we doing? Make sure this is something. What is this? Oh, we're gonna hear a live set from Matt V. All right, cool. So you're hearing the DJ playing in the background. He's talking in the background, saying this is the best of his 2021 sets. Anyways, back to the chat. Let me get this real quick. So those are the requirements. Those are the rules and the limitations. That's it. So they asked me one cut. They asked me, that was another thing. Does it need to be a solid one run, no cut, no edit? Man, it's a freestyle video. The requirements are very simple. 2 minutes and 30 seconds, one submission, whether it be a wing or a quad. Okay. It could be a fixed wing. It could be a, whatever. It doesn't have to be a delta wing like in the back. It could be a polar. It could be whatever. Just something that you think is cool. I'm going to look at it and I'm going to vote for one for the wings and one for the quads to win each grand prize, right? I'm going to pick. And then so are the guys, and the winner is going to be the majority wins, period. That's it. End of story. Right? Nothing more than that. So it's our crew trying to help out the rest of the community. Give back. What better way to do it? And especially these great sponsors like Gankman, Gank Multi-Rotors. He's got awesome frames. His cuts are really sweet. We were looking at Kevin Seeley's today, but I'm telling you, go look at Gank's. His stuff's phenomenal. Phenomenal. And one of you guys is going to get a 4-inch full build, complete build, everything. So I think that's damn awesome of you doing that. So give him a huge applause for Matt. And the 9th is the deadline. So show me what you got. I know one guy submitted a video already. I've already looked at it. I've seen it already on YouTube. It was one guy flying a fixed wing that I think he scratch built, semi-delta wing kind of looking thing, through these trees, snowy trees, like this one like narrow pass, and he's kind of doing some inverted loops and shit like I do, right? It's a cool video, but he's already submitted, and it's a cool video, right? Is he number one yet? I don't know. There are others. So people are submitting getting their submissions. They saw it yesterday, so it's gaining a little traction. Feel free to share it out, get it around, try to get more people involved. These are great prizes. These are pro end frames. One of them's completely built. The other one, I will offer my services to help you build it. If you don't know how, or you are wanting to learn, I'll give you time on the video chats, give you like 4 hours of time of my time to sit down with you, video chat, and then help you construct that thing if need be. So I'll offer that up as a donation to the grand prize for the Right Wing NanoTrack. So you get that on top of it. So use it if you want. You don't have to. Call me up. Don't call me up 2 a.m. just to talk bullshit. It better be about the damn frame. But either way, you'll also get 4 hours of that. So I hopefully that answered the question. If you have any other questions, you can reach out to me on all the social medias at Shelby Vol and type your questions. Some people have been doing that, and I've been responding to them pretty quick, within a couple hours at least. And all your submissions need to be made to me at shelbyvol@gmail.com. Pretty simple. All right, cool. Moving on, see what Slow Vulture has to say. Slow SV, what's up? Shelby, regarding Spectrum Crossfire, you're only using a Crossfire RX in this setup. Yes. Yes, correct. You talking about the which one are you referring to? Shelby, regarding Spectrum Crossfire, you're only using a Crossfire receiver in this setup. Correct. I mean, if I'm using the Crossfire on the back of my Spectrum, right? The only thing I can use is a Crossfire receiver, right? Basically, just think of the Crossfire on the back is just changing it from a Spectrum protocol, which is what it's doing, turning it into a Crossfire protocol. That's all it's doing. Hopefully that answers it. I'm not trying to be condescending by any means. I'm just a little perplexed by the question. Rue writes, what is the major deal? Weight is a major deal for me. 4K 60 FPS can drop down to lower resolution frame rates. The audio is trash. And again, unless you're going to do vlogs, then I get it. Which I did tell him, do vlogs like you did back in the day. You record audio separately, completely separate. Record your video, and then you have some means to record your audio differently. Let me go ahead and check on that start. Yeah, Spectrum receiver. I have Spectrum receivers, but not in the He-Wing. Yeah, in the He-Wing. We're just going to get a Crossfire module in it, by the way. But yeah, so when I'm running Spectrum, I run these. I don't know if they make them anymore, but they are antennaless, and they've got great range, believe it or not. I used to use these in my competition rigs when I would wing race. You know, these would take me to the finish line, taking gold and winning. So they're good. Now, that's Spectrum, right? And you're not going to get amazing range. It's 2.4. No antennas, and they weren't designed for long range. I typically like to fly and have that range on my TX. I want to have the max. And then I want my video to be my limiting factor. Right? That's an OG way of flying FPV, is your control range exceeds your video range, and your video range would always be your limiter. Because if you went outside your video range, right, and started to go staticky and everything like that, you knew you can come around. You weren't worried about your control. You're like, man, shit, man, control goes miles past this. So you're like, I'm okay. I can go back around, just turn around and come back. That's how we used to do it. I showed Rue how we used to do it in the old days. FPV, and how we used to Wild West it up there in the skies, I guess, if you want to call it that, with nothing on screen. But I showed them how you use the surroundings as your OSD, use ground and sun and all this other stuff as your OSD, and it works every time. Let me go back here, and we got the answer right here. It does answer. Didn't know the Spectrum had a JR bay, yeah, and a Crossfire support. They don't have a. I don't want to say they have a bay in the back on the 20. I don't think it does, because I'm not plugging it in the back. I actually had to mount it with that locking strip tape quote stuff that I use. I had to put that on there in order to secure it. Unlike a Taranis or a Thrustmaster and all that, where you actually have JR bay, where you actually can plug it in and just stick it in the back. Right now, not saying they don't have it. You know, I tend to be like, it's there. Let's get it done. Come on. Supposed to slow down a little bit and look in the box, and maybe there is a module, little you can stick in there and do all that. I'm sure there is. Let's see. JRB and Crossfire support moved to OpenTX a couple years ago. I was sincerely curious. Thanks, homie. You're welcome. All right, I think that's it, guys. I don't really have any much more to go over. I fixed everything I need to fix. Giving away what I need to give away, or what I wanted to give away, and then that's pretty much it. So everything else is flying fine. The Nano's doing great. Spec Wing is flying great. The LEDs are going great. I know at Menace RC is supposed to send me some new ones, some blues, some reds, and some greens of those COD light strips, and we're gonna get those on there. And then currently we're in the filming stage of another chase video, but we're doing it for the T1 frame. This is going to be a quick one. And it's got those orange, tiny, they're called tiny LEDs. Pretty bright. I'd give them a B plus as far as to an A minus as far as scaling these LEDs, brightness, how good it pops in the video versus, the A plus is absolutely the Menace RC. There's hands down, that's the best. If you want to do the crap that myself and the crew is doing, right? Those chase videos, those are the LEDs we're using. There's the Menace RC Cobb light strips. Those are the A plus gold standard. There is nothing better than them, at least that I've found. The next in line would be those tiny LEDs, and I've got orange ones on the T1, and we're right in the video production stage right now. We're probably going to finish it tonight, weather permitting and time permitting, and then Rue will probably release that in the next, probably like second of like Monday or maybe Sunday. We'll see if we can get it shot. That's the main thing. So yeah, other than that, everything's cool. The aircraft's flying great. No issues other than this damn mini quad. That's like inheriting a child, I guess. Right? It's always something. Always. But I'm gonna treat this one right here with a little bit more love. I'm not gonna subject it to the concrete jungle at high speeds. It's still gonna go in there. It's just gonna go there in a much more delicate manner. So yeah, I guess that's it, man. We had a good time, right? I think I had a good time. Had a great time. Thanks for tuning in. I like to end these shows with this. Just keep it happy. All right, guys, make sure to leave a like if you like this kind of content. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss whenever I go live to do a live stream and do giveaways and yada, yada, yada. So until next time, guys, I'll see you, I guess, in 2022. Be safe. Be kind to one another. You only got one life. Love you all. Till next time, I'm out. You go get you some.